Guys, welcome to episode 94. Episode 93, bit of a slump. Back into it again.
Slump?
Bit of a slump. I would say lots of technical
slump.
difficulties. Yeah.
I think you said it was a slum.
No.
Like, it was just a impoverished neighborhood
No
in
toilets,
India.
pooing in the street.
Hang on, slums aren't just in India.
No, slums are actually only in India. They're copyrighted by India. And if you create a slum anywhere else, you will be sued
Yeah, you
by
can't.
the country.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, who's going to sue you? They live in slums.
Welcome to the episode, guys. But right, to kick things off, you might notice something different. If you're listening to this, great time to jump on the audio because we have a collective punishment for you.
On the video.
Time to jump on the video.
Sorry, what did I say?
Time to jump on the audio.
Actually, that's what I meant. Jump on the audio, as in smash your iPod and jump on to YouTube and watch this because we have a punishment for you, and it doesn't really work if you're listening.
You know what I would love to know? If anyone's listening on an iPod, like not an iPhone, are you throwing this on the Nano and going
Yeah.
for a run, or
Yeah.
are you got an iPod Classic with brick on it? Anyone rocking solitaire while listening to this? That would be great to know.
You know, when I
got an
first
iPod?
got the iPod Classic and it had the
the 30
ads.
gig.
Nah, I got the big boy because it had all those ads of like how many songs you could fit on it.
Yeah, it was like 200. Everyone's
I-
like, what the fuck? That's way more than an
The
album.
Classic was like 200,000, and I saw that and I was like, man, if I buy that, I could have every song I ever listened to throughout my entire life on there. That's going to be so good.
Yeah.
And then I used it for 2 years and got a phone.
Yeah.
So that was a waste of money.
We have to start.
Coming back at you live in 3, 2, 1. Action.
And we're back into the podcast. I lied.
Can
Episode
you-
74 is also in a slum.
Can you leave in
Episode
my
74?
countdown then?
Yeah. Sorry?
74?
Sorry? 74?
That's what I said.
It's 94. That's what. That's
94.
the problem.
Oh.
You did say 74.
Oh, okay, yeah. 74, yes. No, actually, 94. Guys, we're in the slum. I didn't know, but we're still here. Now,
Anyway.
if you've used those technical difficulties to take the opportunity to jump over to the YouTube, welcome. And also, this is your fault. And I think that's what we're going to call this episode. This is your fault. Right behind us,
Not entirely your fault. The audio people still don't know what we're talking about. They're
my-
going, "What, guys? What's our fault?"
This is your fault. And if you're not listening and you don't understand, that's your fault. So now two things, 100% your problem. Now,
Yeah.
Luke, in my head, I think this is 100% the listener's problem, which I'm inclined to blame them all the time.
Okay.
I'm open to changing my mind, but at the moment, that's what I think. Now, as you guys all
well,
know...
maybe explain to the audio listeners what is behind us. So we usually have
no,
orange curtains.
They need to... Okay, fine.
We usually have orange curtains
Yes.
behind us now. If you're on the video right now, you are looking at what is 247 shitty sound-off socks
Yes.
hung in the style of a clothesline behind us. And
And whose fault is that?
that's their fault.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why they're hung there
Mm-hmm.
is because, ladies and gentlemen, they will not be removed from behind us
Yeah.
until they are sold.
We've had it. It's an ultimatum. They've been on our website. We ordered 500 of these fucking socks, which
Yep.
a lot of people would say is too many socks, and maybe they're correct.
Yep.
And we sold a lot of them on the tour, and then we sold a moderate amount online,
Yep.
and then they just stopped, and we've decided, you know what? The only way that we're going to move these things is by putting them in your face, ruining the set, and making it your problem. See,
Yeah.
that's the beauty of this. We look at cameras. You look at the socks.
Yeah.
I don't even see them. I've forgotten about them. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's
but
some
now I
kind
don't
of
care.
behind me.
Yeah, if I look at you, I start to get angry. So
Yeah.
I hope those ones sell first.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the first one. So essentially, what's going to happen is, I guess every week we do a sock check. We go, how many socks did we sell? And then we remove. So if we sell 13 socks,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, 13 socks disappear from behind us and get sent out
That's right.
to you guys at home. And now the first mission.
I imagine today's episode, the sound off section is going to be furious. They might be revolting. They say, no, take them down. And you know what? We'll take them down, but that's up to you.
I bet there'll be really rude people that go, no, boys, I actually thought it was better than the curtains. Because our curtains are
disrespectful.
pretty, they're not that great.
Well, yours aren't. Mine are ironed.
Yeah. Do they get mixed around when we've moved
Yeah,
back
I think
in?
you ended up with some straight curtains, which makes me very angry. I ironed them for no reason.
That's good.
But so what's happened, right? Is
So I was just saying, the first ones to go will probably be the ones that are covering the sign.
yes, that's the most important thing. The
Um,
very expensive sign.
And also, the socks will be including a free peg, another bonus. So we figured
'Cause we don't need the pegs up.
yeah, we don't. We just bought a bunch of pegs. I don't
Yeah.
really need them. Now, here's the thing with the pegs. There's 2 types of pegs because there was 250 socks. So I bought peg. I bought there's 200 of wooden pegs, and I would say that's an inferior peg.
Yeah,
The
I think
premium
so.
ones are the plastic ones.
Yes.
Now, there's also one
But the
king
mega
peg.
premium.
There's a mega peg
king peg. Really big, 4-inch peg.
Novelty
Quite
peg.
a large peg.
from Spotlight.
Yes.
That was bought separately as a joke
Yeah.
because we asked Jasmine to get us pegs, and she came back with one huge peg.
Yeah. One big peg.
Yeah,
Yep.
we still don't really need that either. So
Jasmine loves giving me a big peg.
well done. Good stuff, boys. All right, this is
Yeah.
a comedy podcast.
Yeah, that's
Nailing
good.
it. Tick.
Oh, fuck. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Now, here's the thing. It's going to be randomized. We don't ship out the merch. Jazz is shipping out the merch. We have regained control over our merch.
Yeah, so let's explain why we have all of these. So, as you guys know, we wanted to order about 200 socks, and that was spot on because we sold just over 200 socks. Am I misremembering this?
I think someone actually advised us to get 200 socks.
Oh, that's right.
And we said, nah, we'll easily be able to sell 500.
That's right. And then we told them to get 500 socks, and then we told this merch company to fulfill the orders.
Yes.
Now, we have some great news about that company that decided to get these socks. Further evidence that these are a bad product and cursed. That merchandise company has gone bankrupt and and is no longer shipping any of our merch
Yes.
out. And so they just were like, hey guys, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
You can have 250 socks. They're your problem. And we were like, great. And then we put them on the wall and now they're your problem.
Yeah.
So that's really our strategy here.
And by the way, we didn't get a great deal on these socks, which is why they're a little bit pricier than a regular sock.
But they are premium quality. You know what? Here's the thing. They look ugly. They feel and are incredibly comfortable.
Yeah.
Now, the good thing about this merch company no longer doing the socks is that they were charging like $10 for shipping, which, let's be real, giant ripoff.
Yeah.
Okay? Which is probably why they were struggling on sale. We've gained control. Socks are cheaper. Shipping's half that price. $5.
Yeah.
So, bang.
Yeah. So we've halved the shipping price and you get a free peg. I don't know what else people want.
They
Okay?
want these gone.
Yeah.
And so do we.
Yeah.
So, and that's on you.
Yeah. And so I guess it will be picked at random if you get. So here's a plastic peg. Here's one.
Ooh,
See how they're
fuck,
kind of
that's a
random?
good peg,
There's a
isn't it?
premium peg. So
at
you
that.
might be lucky enough. 50 lucky people. So 48. There's 48 premium pegs in circulation and 199 wooden pegs. Now Ruben in the car today.
Sorry, how many small pegs in total?
199.
I don't know. So would you say that 199 people about to get a small peg from my girlfriend?
Now was that good the second time?
No. Okay.
Audience
All right.
disagrees.
Thanks. All right.
In the car on the way in,
Yeah.
I go to Ruben. I was explaining him the tier system of the pegs. I was explaining plastic pegs.
Most good systems operate on the tier system.
Yes. And okay. Like society? Was that like it? What was?
I was just complimenting your system.
Oh, okay.
Tier system. You know, our Patreon works on a tier system.
Oh,
The
okay,
pegs
great.
work on a tier system.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was a statement.
The races.
Yeah, that's what I thought it
No,
was.
that wasn't where I was going. But
Yeah.
now I'm in this corner and I'm stuck.
Yeah, okay. Great. Well,
Can you get me out? What were you saying?
no, typically someone who is in a higher tier does not get at people below.
So I'm
them.
just stuck in the races corner.
Yeah.
Ah, it was probably the bloody Jews' fault. Put me here.
Okay, well, I should have.
I'm stuck in the corner.
I
You
should
gotta
have
get me out.
You're out.
Okay, well, fuck. Man, how good's equality? Anyway, what were you saying?
I was explaining.
Watch over that corner. It gets bloody racist in there.
We're just gonna have a racist corner on our show.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to go in there.
Yeah, okay. Well,
But if
don't.
I fall in, I expect you to get me out.
I was explaining the tier system.
Yeah.
To Ruben on the way in, and I said, well, obviously the premium pegs are plastic. I would say, those wooden pegs suck.
Yeah.
Like there's like the cheap. They're all from Bunnings, but they were definitely cheaper, and they also just like I don't know. They don't work as well. Wooden pegs with the
No,
wire
I
for
don't
some
think
reason.
so. They don't work as
So
well.
they're definitely an inferior peg. Now, Ruben, he's quite an alternative guy. He's a vegan. He has wooden sunglasses. He reads. He
You have
likes
wooden sunglasses.
folk music.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well,
Maybe
the glasses.
bamboo
Not
shirts.
like
yeah, well, of course, the glasses. He's just walking around, walking into shit, crashing his car.
Yeah, he's
Mate,
already
can't you see?
colorblind.
No,
He
my
doesn't-
glasses are made of wood. Wooders.
But Ruben,
No, that wasn't a ripper, Lewis. That
wasn't a good one. It wasn't. But
I laugh because
that's the
Keelan
thing.
did.
Keelan, I actually looked back on the episode last week when you said the thing about carpooling and we all pissed ourselves and we were like, that was so good. And
Yeah.
I watched that back and I was like, Jesus, we are fucking happy with ourselves, aren't we? Like
That was a good. That was a ripper.
one mildly. You said like a car masturbating pun, and
Yeah.
we gave you like 30 seconds straight of laughter.
And that's exactly what it deserved.
No,
you know
it's
what?
because Keelan laughed heaps, and then we all started laughing because
Guys, sound off below. How long did you laugh at that joke? Exactly in milliseconds.
okay, milliseconds.
Not seconds, milliseconds.
Okay.
Do the math.
Now, Ruben, you think
Yes.
that the wooden pegs are superior?
Well, I think that maybe not in terms of structural quality, in practicality, but absolutely in terms of aesthetics. Yes, and
Aesthetics.
I think that actually counts
Now-
more for the people
But
buying one.
They're
of
not
these
even
socks.
sanded properly. You could get a splinter.
Who the fuck looks at a peg and goes, "Fuck, that looks good."
That's a good peg.
Well, I think the people buying the socks
Yeah.
are probably more interested in the aesthetic quality.
Hey,
than the
Ruben,
practicality.
anyone who buys this sock has no fucking idea about aesthetics.
I was gonna
Have you
say-
seen them? They are the ugliest sound off
They're
socks in the world.
terrible.
The two types of yellow, they don't even match.
Yeah, that's a
good
Also, we don't want yellow, we want orange.
These were supposed to be the same color as the curtain, which is
Yeah.
a great example of right now. Because remember when we said, look, they're supposed to be the same color of the set.
Yeah.
Now up against the set, you can truly see how much they fucked up.
They are so different.
It's
So
completely
I would
different.
say that the pegs having a bad aesthetic is actually a big plus.
They do
Right,
say
yeah, no,
premium
that's fair.
socks on them, Australian made, though.
Yeah, they are. You know what? They are very good quality and they are very comfortable. They are just also ugly.
Terrible design. So yeah, get yourself a sock. You are in the running to get the
LucaLewis5.com.
king peg, the mega peg, and also a premium peg,
mega peg.
just the second tier peg. And then obviously most of you will get an inferior peg, but that serves you right for buying our shitty socks.
That's
They're
right.
literally labeled on the website as shitty socks.
The photos we took of them are bad. It's all on theme. But ultimately, guys, what we're wrapping up here, and we would like to leave you with this thought: is this is your fault and your problem, and I expect you to fix it.
Well, no, we never actually said why I think it's. Oh, I did, I guess. We decided to buy 500, and
Yes.
now we're putting the blame onto them.
Okay, well, it's okay. How about this? It's our fault,
Mm.
but they're being punished for it.
Often we offset the costs of this show on to
Yeah.
people, and then sometimes, from time to time, we do offset the blame for things we did.
Yes,
onto you guys as well.
So actually, we took the cost of these socks, but we're giving them the blame.
That's true.
That's pretty rare. That's actually quite good.
That's
of
a good
us.
system. We took the Well, technically, we are asking people to buy our socks, thus
Well,
offsetting the financial cost of
true.
this mistake onto them as well.
true. So what you're saying is we're actually much worse.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I can live with that.
Mm.
Great. LucaLewis5.com for your socks.
Great.
What else do we have to talk about here today, Luke?
You might have noticed,
Mm-hmm.
happened again. Ruben came in late today.
Yeah, that we do need to talk about that. Ruben was late.
Second
again.
time now.
Second time, and
Yeah.
you were late last week.
Hang on,
correct?
before you respond,
True.
Ruben,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the warehouse, it was often a problem. This was before Ruben started working with us.
Yeah.
It was often an issue that I was late to the show.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, but you haven't been late. Well, you've been late, but it hasn't been your fault because
Ruben's
Ruben's
been
been driving you. So that's really a big issue. So not only, Ruben, are you being late, twice in a row now.
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. You're also making, the person that's almost the most important person of the show
The star.
late as well. Almost the star.
I'm the talent.
Yeah,
Right.
he's almost got talent.
Well,
And you're making him late.
could I offer a counterpoint?
I'll allow one counterpoint.
My departure time is dependent on Luke's arrival time at my property.
Right. I don't really see how this relates, but go on.
Well, see, I can't leave. So my arrival time here is dependent on when I depart my house.
So
Yeah, so
You're with
obviously
me
you
so
should
far?
depart in
Okay.
time.
Except my departure time from my house is dependent on Luke's arrival time at my
Ruben,
house.
Yes, but it's
You-
your job to get Luke here on time. So all I'm
Okay.
hearing is just excuses.
Ruben, you explain why you were an hour and a half late today.
Okay.
I would
So
like
I'm
to
not-
see you explain your way out of that.
I will
Because
I'll
Luke's bloody
gladly.
fuming. Luke's
I'm-
fuming. You
I'm
made him late.
furious.
I will gladly explain my way out of this one.
Yeah. I mean, Keelan got here on time. Keelan got here a little bit early. And then you were just sitting here waiting for Ruben?
Waiting for Ruben.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, it was. We agreed to meet here at 1.
Yeah.
All right.
And
time-
by the way,
what time
I
did
was
you-
ready to go.
So Luke was allegedly. Well,
What time
actually,
did you wake up in the morning?
I did sleep in a bit.
All right. Okay.
I actually got a message from Luke about 12:15 saying be there in 20 minutes, which is
All right. So
would have made us
So-
late already.
now. So hang on. Okay, what happened next? So that's
then-
my first issue.
So then I was like, okay, so Luke's running a little bit late, but we're not going to be more than 10-15 late.
Not uncommon.
To the garage.
Yeah. Well, this is a studio.
To the
Well,
garage.
This is a studio. I wouldn't hang socks up in a garage. They get all sooty.
And then what happened was about 5
Only
minutes.
if there's a chimney in the garage.
Well, or a
Why
car.
would they be sooty?
Well, because you'd
Oh,
have
the
the
exhaust.
exhaust. Yeah. Well, you
You
would
things
have
get
much
sooty after an exhaust.
I don't think sooty is the right word.
exhausted. I don't want my socks to get exhausted. No one will buy them. These are very awake socks.
Yeah, all right. So
So anyway, you're late. Second
so
strike.
so Luke is running a little bit late to my house.
Yeah,
That's fine.
He's the boss.
Yeah, true.
So far, honest mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Probably
no,
your
5 minutes later, I check my phone
Yeah.
and I see that Luke's messaging me.
Looking at his phone when he should be on the way to work. Slacking off. Yeah.
Luke has messaged me
Typical.
saying that he's locked himself out of his house.
You've already you just told a story a few weeks ago of you breaking into your own house, and you've done it again.
Yeah, this is the second time it's happened.
Yeah.
And you know what? Wasn't thinking properly because I was like, oh, Ruben's going to make me fucking late again.
Yeah.
And then, and then I go out of my house and I did the classic, how you lock the big wooden door and then there's like the fly wire as well. So I locked the big wooden door behind me
Yeah.
and then I went phone, wallet, key.
Oh, no.
And then I could see them sitting on the coffee table inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good on you, Ruben. All right. So I,
That's my bad, boys.
Did you bloody break into his house, put his keys there, and leave and lock the door?
Yeah, that's right.
and then
Ridiculous. Second strike.
and then I had to call my real estate agent. And then Ruben was like, I was started walking to my local real estate agent. Do you know how pathetic that is? It's a girl from my high school as well. She thinks I'm so fucking pathetic. Just like,
Oh, you
'cause-
went to high school with her.
so yeah.
Fuck, you live in a country town.
What do you mean? It's a local real estate agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, she works in my suburb.
Yeah.
That's not uncommon.
That's a very country town vibe. People, you grow up in.
Oh, it was a
Dymo,
massive
you die in
coincidence.
Dymo.
Okay, it was Eltham. It was a massive coincidence,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, she rocked up to my inspection. It was really awkward. You know when you see those people you haven't spoken to in like 7 or 8 years?
Yeah.
I didn't even speak to her much in high school.
Yeah.
And she's really nice. And
You bullied her, of course.
no, not at all. I just didn't have much to do with her.
Yeah,
But she's
she's
very
a nerd
nice.
And you were cool. And
Well, I was cool, and yeah, you know.
well,
No,
now
no.
you're bullying her after school.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying I was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
She was not uncool.
Yeah.
I was just cool.
See, and that's why a tiered system works.
No, I was not one of the popular people in high
Okay.
school. No,
But you were cool.
I was cool. I'm still cool.
Really?
You can be
Were
cool and a loser.
Yeah.
That's where I fit in. No, anyway, we just didn't speak much in high school, and then
Yeah.
had my first inspection,
Yeah.
and I'd been emailing her back and forth for a month. Didn't really recognize the name because you don't really think over email like about the name.
Yeah.
And then she rocked up to my house, and she's known it's me this whole
Oh,
time,
right.
Because she's like seeing my name and would, oh fuck, that's that cool guy from high school. And then she rocked up to my house, and I went, oh, and then I just said in front
She
of
would have
her,
been so offended.
we went to high school together.
She'd be so mad.
And she went, yeah.
That's a real speed.
She's like, how are you? And I'm like, great. I felt awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
She's
get-
really nice. She
you get
didn't
used to
deserve
it.
that.
Yeah.
I'm too cool. I don't really think about other people.
So anyway, what punishment should we give Ruben?
Yeah, I guess this is what we've.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, just to
Sorry,
continue
and then
the
Ruben
story.
had to drive 20 minutes out of his way to come and get me and drive me to the real estate agent.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, picked up some pegs from Bunnings while I was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You walked to Bunnings.
Yeah, walked to Bunnings.
How close are you, Bunnings?
And then
Well, I don't want to dox
Within
where I
a
live,
walk.
Sorry.
but I'm clearly in. I think people already know. I'm in a.
Bunnings car park.
so I
I
drove.
live in the tent that they sell the sausages.
So I drove 20 minutes to pick Luke up from Bunnings.
So you're meant to be at work, you're buddy taking trips to Bunnings.
Yeah, that's right.
20-minute detours. Just
yeah.
having a laugh with your mate. What's
well,
going on?
just to continue the story, if I
Yeah,
could.
Sorry, you went at the end? Sounded like
Yeah.
you were at the end.
So 20 minutes to where Luke was. Actually, he was at his house at this point.
Yep.
And then he was like, well, now we need to go to the real estate agent
Yeah.
to
Because
get
I have
the
to get my
keys.
car.
So we did another drive,
Yeah.
which turns out he could have probably walked in
I
10
said
minutes.
Yeah.
I could walk there.
Yeah, you said you
But
could
Ruben
walk
didn't
there.
want to come to work.
I said I could walk there in 20 minutes. Do you reckon I misevaluated the walk?
I think you could have walked there in under 20 minutes. But either way, I offered, I said, should I come get you?
Yeah, and I said yes.
And you said yes.
Yeah.
Even though it would have taken the same amount of time.
No, because I would have had to walk back.
So what you're saying is you're just going
would
for
have
leisurely
taken-
drives you didn't need to go on instead of coming to
that's
work.
my argument. Well,
Yeah.
But it was great though. In Ruben's defense, when I was waiting for him to come pick me up, I did some weeding, knocked out a couple of cameos. It was great. I got a
Oh,
lot done.
That's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
about 20 minutes. So,
So are you saying that it was your
I'm saying
fault?
I don't really regret it.
Are you saying that it was your fault?
No, I mean I'm saying I made the best of a bad situation that Ruben obviously was responsible for.
Obviously was responsible for. All right. Well, we'll have
I'm
to.
cool and creative, so
Yeah. Well, I don't know where creative came from. I don't think.
well, because I'm making the best of a bad situation.
Yeah.
I get all
I
of a
wouldn't call
sudden.
it cameo creative. Hey, Julie,
Happy
birthday from me.
Is that how you think I do my cameos?
Yeah, I've seen him go on his cameo page. So, I'm Luke Angel. James said to roast you, so you're not as cool as me.
No.
That'll be way too much money, thanks.
No. Also, you charge more than me.
$1 more, that's right, but mine's worth it.
I've come around on Cameo.
Yeah. I think it's great.
I think it's fun now. I know I used to hate doing them. Remember how
Yeah.
you said I hate doing them?
Yeah.
I think since I haven't been allowed to do stand up, I always try and write. Like if people are paid, I
Yeah.
always try and write 2 to 3 jokes.
Yes.
Not write, but like if someone goes roast my friend, they send me a picture of them, whatever. I'll like write a few
You're right, you
roast
put some effort
jokes.
into it, write some jokes. So what you're saying is your shows are like on par with the cameo.
Yeah, because you pay $32 for them, pretty much. You know,
So you get on. So this is what happens when Luke gets on stage. Welcome to stage, Luke Kidgel.
And I
Hey
write a
guys,
few jokes.
welcome. Thanks for coming to the show. I'd like to say happy birthday to James. All right, that's my time.
no. What I'm saying is I'm trying to give people value for money.
Yeah.
I'm not just like
Yeah, when
I
you
hate-
do a show, you want it to be at least as good as like the average cameo.
I'm saying my cameos. I'm trying to give value for money, mate.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because I hate when you watch like other examples of other celebrities' cameos and
Yeah.
they're clearly
They're
just spitting
terrible.
out like
Yeah.
5 of like I reckon they're doing 1 a minute. They're just going 1 take, blah blah blah. Like like
You
before
know who does a fucking horrific cameo? There was a period where on these group chats we're getting cameos for each other, which is a great way to do it. Just get some obscure famous person
Yeah.
to roast your mate. Max got one for our friend from Bam Margera,
Oh,
and it was horrific. It was just like he read.
but that's what you want from Bam.
He
though.
read exactly what was there and nothing more. He's hey Bam Margera, end, and you tell like
And
you
was
said,
it like $300?
yeah, like $300 US, I think.
Do
And he
people
would've
just not
been
have respect?
blasting through that.
I would feel horrible doing that.
Yeah, right.
I always like that's what I was saying. I always like think of a few funny things I could say.
You
I
gotta
like
give him something.
I literally
Yeah.
sit down and think about it for like
Yeah, like
few
when
minutes.
they come to a show, you want to perform for at least like 30 seconds, say happy birthday, and then finish up.
Kind of. My shows are not like my cameos.
No, the cameos obviously you put a lot more effort
Much
into them.
better,
and try
yeah.
and put jokes into them.
But anyway, I've come around.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? And that lady who runs it stopped messaging me.
Oh, she was annoying.
She was.
She was very annoying. You know, she invited me out for dinner.
Yeah, she invited me out as well. That's
Yeah.
why I got annoyed by
Yeah.
it. I was like, I'm not your mate. Don't know you.
Yeah, she hasn't texted me for ages.
Yeah,
and
I
I feel really good
I
about it.
think words got back to her that I trust her publicly on not even our podcast.
Because
I went on a few big guest ones and really fucking gave it to her.
poor woman.
Well, don't text me.
Yeah.
I put my phone number in the app. It doesn't mean
That
You have
was
a right
yeah.
to
When you put your
text me. I
phone
was
number in an
pissed
app,
off.
it's like if someone hacks your account, you
Yeah,
get it back. Not
fuck
so some
that.
chick could be like, "Hey, do you want to get dinner?" No.
No. It was really funny. She was like, "We're having a cameo influencer dinner." What's that going to be like? Me and Bam Majera sitting
Yeah.
there mumbling at each other.
It's just not talking to each other, but saying happy birthday to strangers.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was why we were late. Classic Ruben. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. Well, sound off in the comments below. How should we punish Ruben? Capital is allowed.
Just how when we were at the warehouse and Luke and I weren't carpooling, how often was I late?
Never. You weren't late once, and that's really disappointing. That you just think that because it's at my house, because I live
you got
here,
too
you think that
comfortable?
I won't mind. Like, oh, Lewis lives there. It's all right. He doesn't mind.
No, it's Luke though. Is the common denominator? Is
Well, Luke
my
hasn't
point.
been late.
Well, yes, he has.
No, only because he's been with you. And you've been late. You're the one
You kept
driving, are you
me
not?
here.
I'm the one driving.
That's
here,
right. Yeah, and I'm very disappointed in you. You know,
And you know what? And thank you for taking responsibility because I clearly wasn't prepared to.
Oh, that's good. So with the social distancing laws are kind of relaxing a little bit, not fully, but a little bit. And the NRL they've allowed they're starting games again.
So footy is starting on Thursday as well.
Yeah,
The 11th.
on the 11th. So they're starting games again. Keelan's got the article up,
Oh.
but they're
Are
not.
you talking about the
having-
NRL or the AFL?
NRL?
Are they both starting
Yeah.
at the same time?
I guess so. I
Okay.
don't know much about the NRL other than this.
But you
thing.
just talked about the NRL.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm talking about. The NRL, mate. Have faith. You know, I know where I'm going with this,
Well-
and it's not the racist corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: when I see NRL written on our whiteboard and I haven't written it there,
Yeah.
I either think it doesn't stand for National Rugby League. Is that
Yeah.
what it stands for?
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm assuming,
I,
right?
I mean, I wrote it. I don't know.
I either think you're gonna have a scandal, like a dog fucking thing.
What, you think I was going to go back to the racist corner, the National Racist League?
No, I
Then
hope
could
not.
stand for something else. But that would be if you're in the corner, which we're
Yes,
not in.
we're not in that.
No, we're not there.
And also,
Yeah.
not a great climate to be making that joke
No,
in.
we would.
And you wouldn't do that, would
No, I
you?
wouldn't do
No, I
that
wouldn't
because
do
I'm not in the racist corner.
Good.
And you know what? I just demolished it.
Good.
Yep.
Um,
Open plan.
Did you abolish it?
I demolished it.
Oh, okay.
The NRL, Luke?
Yeah, is this a dog fucking scandal? Because
no.
I can't. My point was I can't.
They're not scandals
pitch-
anymore. It's commonplace.
True. I can't picture you being into the sport aspect, so I'm just confused as to why you brought this to
Mate,
the
when
show.
when I tell you about this, you're going to be like, I know why Lewis likes this. So the NRL, they're not allowed to. They're doing games, but they're not having huge crowds. But what people can do, because it's still going to be on TV, is you can pay money to put your face on a seat.
Yeah,
And,
I've
and
seen this.
someone did put that NRL player and his dog next to him.
I knew it was a dog fucking
So a
thing.
lot of people are doing a lot of photos that are not them. So there has been mass murderers put up
Yep.
there. Hitler's been put up there. Like
And
just
how
lots
much is
of
it?
fucked faces.
Is it
How much is it?
How much?
$22.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like a ticket to the game.
Mate, we got to get our faces on there.
Yeah, should we try and get our faces?
Yeah, I'll have a look at and see if we can still do it.
I bet it's banned. So who's been put up there? You've got the article.
It would be
Uh,
great
like-
to just get us four, the boys,
Yeah.
just in like, because we'd never go to an NRL game, but it's like the
Yeah.
only time we'd ever go is if
Uh,
we just pay. How much would that cost? $22, $88.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson was put up there. And
By the way, it's cardboard cutouts. If you haven't seen it, I did see this on Twitter the other day.
How big are they?
Like,
It's like human
life
size.
size. Like
Really?
if we were seating, like like those cardboard cutouts of people.
Oh,
bust up.
that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
$22.
really.
That-
How did
No, they're not
nobody
done very
notice
well.
that
They're-
one of these
Right.
was Hitler?
hang on, show me.
I don't know if the Hitler thing's real, but that's just what I
so
was
they actually
told.
are cutting them out. They're actually putting a little bit of effort into it.
Yeah, that would look cool on
Where's
TV.
Hitler?
I don't know if he's in that
Oh,
photo.
he's not in that
Maybe
one.
someone bought Hitler, but they were like, we're not going to put him up.
Yeah, I heard that one through word of mouth, so I'm not sure if that's real.
Wait, well, you know what? Anecdotal evidence, my favorite kind, I'll say.
Maybe can we pay for some advertising?
I'll have
Yeah,
a-
that would be good.
Could we like put a
We could
sock
put a
advertisement
big,
and try and get it on the
picture of a
NRL?
sock. Yeah, that is
That's
good.
maybe money better spent on the show
And that could be Ruben's punishment, watching a full game of NRL.
to see if we get put on TV.
Yeah, that's good. What do you think about that? That's
do
horrible,
I,
isn't it?
Do I get paid for that?
No, that's your
We
punishment.
have been late twice.
Yeah, you're making up for lost time.
that's awful.
I like that you wouldn't watch a game of NRL unless you were being paid to do it.
I don't think I would do it if I was being paid.
Yeah, I'm not. big fan of the sport, but I know we do have a lot of people who are into NRL. So maybe we could get I'm sure there's a listener of our show that will also be watching most of the games.
Yeah,
Surely.
all right. Yeah, well, okay.
I don't know if we have
Maybe
many
do some research, see if we
sports
can buy
fans.
It's
some
really easy to do. So we just take a photo of us.
and upload it.
Yeah, there's like an app.
Oh,
thing
sweet.
for
So
it.
do you want to
Great.
take a picture of us holding the socks so they put it in?
Yeah.
And then
I reckon we take one of these strings off and hold up a whole string of socks.
yeah, so people know how many we've got to sell.
Yes.
Great.
So it says your photo will be printed and sent to the home stadium of your team you selected to be positioned in, and then it will be positioned.
Who's the
in
most
crowd.
popular teams? Because we want to get maximum
the
views.
best? Yeah,
I
who
don't
plays
even
the
know
most?
anything about NRL.
All right. Well, people are going to have
Sound
to
off
let
in the
us
comment
know.
section
How-
below.
How much longer do we have to do this?
It says until
Probably have to get it off
round
today.
4, round 5 is when they're going to start heavily promoting it.
Oh, okay. So we can.
So we got like 3 weeks.
Okay, so we
Right.
can wait. Let us know what the most successful team is,
Yeah.
and disappointing, like people might send in joke answers and we won't know. People might just give us the shittest team and everyone
Yeah.
will like that comment
Yeah.
and we'll think, oh, that must be the best team. We would appreciate if we got max views
Yeah.
on the socks because, again, this is your problem, so help us.
It'd be like the Cronulla dog humpers or something.
Probably. Now, Lewis.
Yep.
We had a issue come up on the show. Well, it started weeks ago.
Yeah.
Keelan hates minimum wage workers.
It's
We know
true.
this.
And all the comments continuing to say I'm a hypocrite. I don't care.
Right. Well, my main issue is when will it stop? It's first the disabled, now minimum wage.
Yeah, it's really just punching down.
Next week he's going to be punching down at nurses, going, "Oh, you know, bloody-
Heaven help you if you're a diversity hire at Macca's.
do you need to re-enter the racist corner?"
Oh, no, disabled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I demolished the racist corner. It's open plan now. It's a racist house.
that mean we're all in it.
we were stuck.
Racist garage.
It's a racist studio, thanks.
That's still not good.
Yeah, but at least the socks aren't getting exhausted. So yeah, Keelan had on the live stream particularly had a particular vendetta against Tower Hill McDonald's, and in particular one employee who will from this point will go nameless.
Even though we named him pretty extensively on
Yes.
last week's podcast.
So basically, Keelan kept getting the wrong type of cup, and he also got, apparently, according to him, not confirmed, rude service from one employee. And in heat of the moment,
his name was also a country.
yeah, I
That
got
narrows it down.
This
that
is the
Keelan's-
cup I should have been
His
getting.
name wasn't Russia. though.
I got caught up in this. I was on Keelan's side, and I decided to say, you know what, everyone, go and bomb Tower Hill McDonald's with bad reviews, specifically about this employee. And after that, Keelan then goes, oh, by the way, he's 15.
I just figured you guys would realise.
We assumed you wouldn't tell us to bully a 15-year-old online, but
The-
instead that's exactly what you did.
The
You-
amount of anger you had towards this person, I had to think, surely it's an adult. No one could hate a 15-year-old this much.
How could you-
Keelan's like the opposite of a pedophile.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate kids.
yeah, you irrationally just were hating on a child. Okay.
Sorry.
Now,
So what we
Yeah.
decided, obviously, we all felt very guilty about this. We don't want this poor kid to get fired. Well,
You
I
just
did.
felt a
Yeah,
lot of guilt.
Luke had nothing to do with it. Keelan was very happy with it.
Yeah.
I felt very guilty, so I thought everyone needs to go back on Tower Hill
I had
McDonald's.
zero remorse because I wasn't that involved, and I just, as a spectator, this saga from start to finish
Yeah.
has been great to watch because it could have resulted in a defamation case.
Yeah.
It could have resulted in, the kid getting fired.
Angry call from the parents, you know, and I just feel like a big scandal of like former radio host bully 15-year-old child into losing job wouldn't be good PR for the Sox.
I know,
and they
but-
need all the help they can get.
Because he works at Macca's, so it's like, oh, if he can't hold a job at Macca's, this kid's got no hope.
Would ruin his future forever, you know. That might be his first job.
That
Probably
wouldn't
is.
look good on your resume.
No, fired from Macca's because of lies. It's not a good look. So what I decided, I felt very guilty. You know, Luke's completely free of blame. This is on my conscience. I decided to say to everyone, hey, guys, go back on Tower Hill McDonald's, leave a 5-star review, and write something real nice about Jordan. Now,
We just said his name.
oh, fuck. but hopefully that's fine because nice
Yeah.
positive things. Now, I haven't read any of these. Keelan, you've gone through them.
Yeah, I've got a couple good ones here.
All right, why don't you read off some recent reviews and see how the listeners did? Dear God, I hope they were nice.
Got served by a guy named Jordan, and he has amazing customer service, taking the order very efficiently. Definitely the best employee I've seen at Macca's. Keep it up.
Great.
I love Tower Hill McDonald's. I was served by Jordan, who made the whole experience very pleasant.
He's going to get a promotion.
Plus, they gave me the correct cup. Jordan is an absolute McSaint.
Yes.
Oh, good. Mick Saint.
good.
This
Is that the highest honour there? You've worked there.
Yeah.
Mick Saint.
Mick
Mick
Saint.
Employee of the Month.
I'd say
This
the
McDonald's thrives solely on the hard and honest work of Jordan. This the other reviews are dishonest, defamatory, and shameful.
Good. Yes, I agree. That's a good one. What else we got?
Well, the Jordan is amazing. Please give him a raise. There's a place. They should call this place Jordan Hill McDonald's. Jordan is a star who always goes above and beyond
Overcompensated.
any tower could ever go. One time, Jordan gave me two clear cups for my iced latte, and when I asked him why, he told me it was so I could share it. Jordan's a great worker and should get a promotion. And then this one I particularly like for some reason.
is
The
it me?
employee with the name tag Jordan was super helpful in particular.
That's great. Very good. Matt, that's awesome. Now we're not like doing a good thing, but we're now no longer doing a bad thing. We're at a nice
We're
neutral.
back at where we should have
Chaotic
never
neutral.
started.
Yes, that is good. And well done to the listeners for
Well done.
doing whatever I
Congratulations.
tell them to do.
Yep.
Then that's great.
Sorry, just wanted to bring one thing up here. I'm on this computer that's actually logged into Keelan's account, and I just Googled McDonald's Tower Hill.
Yeah.
Keelan, you've given them a 3-star rating.
Oh, no, is that from like 3 years ago?
You
Yes,
rate
it
those
is.
on Google?
I
Who
think
rates places on Google not for
no,
a shit joke
because there was
like
at
this?
one point where I was trying to get points up on my Google reviews page, so I'd rate everywhere I went.
Did you write anything?
No, I just rated it.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
And
you've
3 stars.
attached-
Do you
you've
remember what
attached
they
two
did to you?
photos?
Two photos.
Did I?
Oh wait, no, that's just
Other people's
that's for your
photos.
account. I think.
Um,
Oh, that's funny.
Why did you rate them 3 stars back in the day? Do you remember?
While you're on that
3 years
computer,
ago.
could
Was
you
Jordan
go-
even
could you
working
go through his
there
emails, his messages,
Oh,
yeah,
don't do
personal
that.
stuff.
Don't do that. It would have been like just after
By the
I
way,
finished 3
That
years
was
ago.
the sound of a guilty man. Please do not do that.
Would have been just after I finished working with them about 3 years ago.
So things ended on salty terms. 3-star
No,
terms.
average terms. The 3. That's above average.
I don't even remember
No,
why I quit.
I'm of the belief. I'm of the Uber rating system.
It's
like,
5 stars
It's 5
or
or,
fuck off?
or if you're a 4, you've done something shit.
Yeah.
Mm. I remember my last shift.
When
the,
that doesn't
the
technically
cook
make
gave me a bunch of free burgers. What are you looking at?
You guys want to hear his review of Arthur's Seat Lookout?
Yeah,
Yes, I want to.
that's a tourist attraction on the Mornington Peninsula.
When
by
was
the
this
way.
written?
This was written 2 years ago.
Okay, good.
Love the view, although I did once see what I believe to be a human shit.
On the on one of the carriages.
At one of the car parks.
You saw a poo.
And you went straight to Google reviews.
What was the star rating?
5 stars.
5.
Enhance the
You saw a
experience.
poo and you thought, great job.
Are there any other
You would have
reviews?
loved the warehouse then. God damn.
We've got one here from Le Cut, which is a barber.
Oh, that's the one. We made a big thing about this last
They gave you
year.
a terrible haircut.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
Le
7
Cut
months ago.
Canberra.
Did you give it a 1 star?
I even attached photos.
Yeah. Okay, we won't do that
Oh,
one.
that's
I've got
a big one.
Keelan's a bit of a
got one
Karen.
from Mount
Yeah,
Mount
okay.
Do
Disappointment.
you ever leave reviews?
No, never. I do book reviews. I have a Goodreads account that has
But that's
reviews,
like that's
and I write
definitely
book
less
reviews.
weird.
That's more
That's
for
actually
me.
helpful.
That's more for me to remember the books that I've read in my own words.
The only review I've ever left was on my podcast. I had a bad experience at Fantastic Furniture, so I told everyone who listens to my podcast to write
Theme.
more like not fantastic furniture and to give them 1 star.
Good.
And
That is good.
that one got bombarded, and
Yeah.
I've never been back.
That really
I-
is why the review system on the internet is fucking flawed. You
Yes.
need to be able to, like, you can only review it if you attach a receipt.
Yeah, true. I think you should have had to, all your like location should have had to be there or something in the last
Well,
week.
the receipt to Arthur's Seat would look straight kind of weird. It'd be like beautiful view, human shit. $2.99.
Ruben's got one more good one.
Yeah.
This is a review of Shell.
On the petrol station.
I
How
assume
would you
so.
review a petrol station?
Wait, does it say which location
In
it is?
Diamond Creek.
Ooh, Luke's local.
2
you
years
reviewed
ago.
it.
Yeah,
Have you ever been there? No.
2 years ago.
Okay, why were you there?
I don't know. I
Would
don't
have been
remember.
something to do with
I
us,
was-
maybe?
No, not with you. I wasn't working with you guys yet.
Why were
Did
you
you go
in
watch a
Diamond
show
Creek?
that we did in
No.
the pub? No.
I don't know. I think I just me
Getting
and my mate
petrol.
when we first got our licenses used to just
Just
go
driving.
You just drive
Everywhere.
places. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, that's interesting because the review says absolutely worth the 2-hour drive.
yeah, because it took that long to get there. Yeah,
Lots
I
to
remember
see
it
at
now, yeah.
4 a.m.
Yeah, right. I know the Shell.
The drive has nothing to do with the shell. That's the drive.
You just rated your night.
yeah. It was a good night, guys.
That's great. You must have had a good drive. You can't even remember it.
I think I do remember it, and we did it a lot. We did it like every week for a couple of months there,
Fuck,
just going different
to the
places.
shell.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, not to the shell, just to random drives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to review the shell.
Yeah.
That's great.
How long have we been gone for?
41 minutes.
Yes, 40 minutes.
40 minutes, I think.
I think that just turned off.
Camera just died. Yeah.
So should I keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
keep going.
sorry, guys. We're still having to working this stuff out.
I mean, not really. The camera's just turned off every half an hour, I think.
No, it's battery's dead.
Oh, guys, battery's dead.
Yeah, sorry, guys. We're working it. Just get the better one.
That was an off-air joke.
Yeah, that was an off-air joke that is very humorous when we're not recording a podcast.
Clearly not that humorous. No one laughed. Didn't go down great.
Thank you very much for listening. We are about to record our little live stream for the Patreon supporters, which we're going to start doing much more frequently now we have the technology to do so. And main channel videos on the Luke and Lewis YouTube channel are coming. We're looking at doing 10 to 15 minute videos that are really shareable and really good, real high quality, well edited. So we're excited to do that. We're going to do our first one, and we are live streaming them. Probably going to go for like an hour and a half for the Patreon people to watch, and that's the only place that'll go. So if you want to, get heaps of extra shit, join the Discord community. Patreon's the way to do it, and
This show
it's
is
really
funded by the people who listen to it entirely.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Otherwise, we would have to cease.
Yeah, we're working our way to zero by using the Patreon fund. So thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. That's Luke and Lewis.